Hey, how's it going? My name's Art. Welcome back. It's been a couple days since I uploaded a video. Um, what happened was last week when I was on vacation, I actually filmed a lot of videos, maybe like 10 to 15, and maybe like half of those actually made it to the channel. Happens. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I sure did. Was able to sit at home and relax with my mom and dad. Well, I call him my dad now. Who cares? And able to do a little drinking. Right now, I've been drinking some Sam Adams Winter Lager, and everything's good. Drinking responsibly. Of course, Thanksgiving Day it didn't go anywhere, so that's fine. Day after Thanksgiving, worked like a lot of people did on Black Friday. Some people shopped. I paid my bill. I got paid to pay my bills. Then I did a little online shopping, and I went to work. And I did some online shopping during work, of course. During my breaks and lunches, of course, naturally. We don't do things like that during our job, right? But anyway. Friday night, I went to a friend's house because he was supposed to have Thanksgiving dinner at his house on Thanksgiving, but he works at the post office, and of course, as you know, the presidential debacle of the absentee ballots, he did not. He basically worked technically 3 weeks in a row without a break. He was supposed to have Thanksgiving off, and then they made him work Thanksgiving because, of course, the day after Thanksgiving starts all the Christmas mailing. Christmas packagings and stuff like that, so he's gonna be busy as all yin yang, which is fine. So I had dinner with him and his girlfriend and his kids. Had lots of fun. Lots of fun with the kids, and came back home, passed out. Yeah, I drank a little bit. I was sober when I got home, but I ate so much I felt like I was sick. In actuality, I really didn't eat a lot. It's just something, I don't know what was going on, but you know how it is. Saturday, last night, I had a pretty interesting week. Saturday was the Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. Hung out with some friends there. I think Tyson should have won that fight, but they gave them all both a draw, so oh well. And the thing that I thought that was kind of dumb is this pro athlete let this amateur Jake Paul, internet superstar wannabe, getting. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my gosh! Lots of jokes. Some jokes you can't repeat on here. Could be age restricted. And then I realized that, I rewatched the video that I did that was age restricted. That made you sign in. That's probably why I didn't get that many views, because of a certain subject matter. So if you saw the video that was age restricted, kudos to you. And the funny thing is that actually happened in the comics. And I'm just reporting that. And the YouTube algorithm says, hey, this is age restricted. I'm like, I should have just deleted it and redid it, but sometimes I don't like to redo things more than once. A lot of times, if I said this is the second or third time, that means the first time was like the best take, and everything was like a crapshoot after that because I couldn't capture that energy, that fire. But anyway, I hope you had a great time hanging out with friends and family. In Michigan, we had a very strict lockdown where you couldn't have lots of gatherings, no more than 10, and every gathering I did was less than 10, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. Found out that YouTube channel, there's a He-Man YouTube channel, so I was watching that. Not the 80s version He-Man, but the 2003 version. So I've been watching that because when that first run came out, I was very watching bits and pieces of it because I couldn't catch it all the time. And so that's what I've been binging on. Other than that, getting ready to buckle down for the new work week, and You know how that is. So with that ado, let's talk about what what I've been thinking about. Whether to buy the graphic novel or the actual comics itself. Well, it all depends on your own personal preference. Me personally, I would love to have the actual comic books themselves, but then again, sometimes having the graphic novel is just a lot easier. Trust me, it does. For example, this Wolverine graphic novel, which is the 4-part Wolverine story in a graphic novel form. The actual books are at least 600, almost $100 a piece in decent condition. So the question is, to get this 4-part story, do I want to spend $400 right now? Not later, but right now. If I end up buying it later, then that's fine. But right now, should I get for, or should I pay or should I the $5.99 pay for this? So like I said, it's up to you. It's up to you and what you think about it. Another thing, let's take a look at the Mutant Massacre. I got this on free. I bought this on Free Comic Book Day. There is 16 chapters to this, to the whole story. And when I was younger, in my teenage years, I actually collected all of them, even Thor, because I wanted the whole story. Case in point, some of those books I don't even have anymore because of the flood, whatever. And I bought this for $34.99. So for me to get all this, it'll probably, some of those books are at least $5. Some books is like 10, sometimes 20. I think X-Men 212 is like the average price is like $20. And I do remember having that. I do have it. So, but still, think about it. It'll cost you close to $100 to collect the actual issues of the Mutant Massacre. And if that's what you want, no problem. Otherwise, $30-something, or if you can find this a book cheaper, more power to you. So it's a great story. So which one is better for me? Instead of looking for everyone, I just bought the book. If I feel like getting the rest of the story in the actual comic book, the actual single comic book form, that's neither here nor there. But right now, I'm satisfied with that. One of the things was that I was talking to someone, I can't remember who, and we was talking about the Juggernaut limited series that's out. They're pre-ordering the book right now. It's like at the end of March. It's already on issue 3 of 5, I believe. So if I'm right now, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Years ago, I stopped collecting comic books. I stopped going to the comic book store on a monthly basis. I stopped. And what happened was I go to the shows, and then I'll buy the graphic novels. Or if I go to a comic book store, I'll buy the graphic novels. And that's what I did for like 10 plus years. And then, I was on the fence, after a while I was only buying certain books and nothing else. Like for example, certain books, if they're hot, I'll try to pick that up and that's it. Trying to dip my toes back in it. But now I'm looking at it. Right now I am actually collecting the books now. Actually collecting. So that means I'm going to the store once or twice a week. Or 1 or 2 stores a week. Depending upon what's going on. To see what I can get. I mean, for example, Wednesday, as soon as I got off of work, I had to buy some stuff on a quick fly and went to the store. I went to the comic book store and bought some books. My regular store had my books already out, so that's fine. I didn't have to worry about it. It is the stuff that I didn't put on my list, and I got those, which is cool. But once I decided to start collecting on a normal basis, buying a graphic novel wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to me. If I'm collecting it on a normal basis, buying a graphic novel would not make sense. I'll give you an example. Recently, I told you about A versus X. I bought this for $34. I bought it at full price. Now, if you have the Marvel app, the Marvel Unlimited app, you could read the book. You could read this. Everything I just showed you, you could read it, and it's no big deal. Problem is, you don't own it, and that's the thing. Certain things I'll use the Marvel app on. Some books that I know I can't touch unless I save money for a year and don't spend money on anything else. Those are the stuff that I'll read there. But like, for example, I bought this. Great graphic novel. Great story. Didn't realize, forgot all about it until recently, that I bought the whole series as a bundle for $20. If I remember this, if I remembered I had this, I would not have bought this. So a lot of times, I'll buy a graphic novel just because I forgot I bought the books. But then again, since I have the graphic novel, when I realized this, I don't have to open this anymore. I can just leave this wrapped up and just read the graphic novel anytime I want. That's one of the beauties of the idea of collecting graphic novels. You can collect the books as is, and then you can just collect the graphic novel. Case in point. One of my favorite Spider-Man stories in the 90s was the Assassination Plot. Written by David Michelinie, art by Todd McFarlane and Erik Larsen. And if you know that after a while, Todd McFarlane will leave Amazing Spider-Man to do his own Spider-Man book, and Erik Larsen will take over the reins. Now, this is a 6-issue story. Now, the fun thing is, when I bought this book, I saw this at a store. I said, Store charged me $14.95. Saw this at the store. I said, okay, cool, I'll buy it. Bought it 3 years ago. Have not read it yet. I was planning on reading it last week. I kept putting it off, and I want to definitely read it this week because I got to do laundry very soon. So I'm going to do this. Now that I realize, I say, don't I have the books of these? Here it is right here. Part 1. Very decent condition. Part 1. Part 2. Part 3. Part 4. Part 5. And 2 copies of number 6. Don't know why. I think this was during that time when I was buying double copies of stuff. But anyway, I looked at the prices of these. Now, if all these books, if you bought all these books at the top prime condition, slabbed and graded, it'll cost you about maybe $500. Because when it's slabbed and graded, the books, instead of 10, regularly these books are like $10 a piece. So if you want to chase these down, it's going to cost you about $60. If that's what you want to do, it's your money. You can do whatever the hell you want. Or you could spend $15 and get this. Or if you have the Marvel Unlimited app, you can just read it on there and don't have to worry about owning it. But I'm glad I got this. Because like I said, I love this story. So I'm planning on putting these ready to get, taken care of, so so to speak. But then again, sometimes the graphic novels will have extra stuff in it. Like, for example, this has the cover gallery. See? The same. So basically, it's the same thing, but, you know, like, and some other graphic novels will have, like, extra stuff. Like, the Death of Wolverine had extra stuff, like sketch covers and little tidbits, or sometimes a little interview or two. Who knows? But the question is, so now, me personally, if it's of a story, if it's a story that I like or I want to read, and if I can find a graphic novel, I'll buy it. For example, that's what I did for the New 52. Instead of buying the actual New 52 books, I just waited for the graphic novels to come out, and I was buying the graphic novels that way. Then, you know, if I feel like picking them up normally, like any of the books, I can. Death in the Family, the Jason Todd story. I mean, true, I got the trade paperback, but I don't know how much those books is actually worth it. I'm trying to figure it out, and that's just weird. Just it's hard to figure out. So I just, hey, I'm glad I got the graphic novel, and there we go. So the question is that which is better, the actual single book issue books or the graphic novel? And the problem is there's no true answer to it because it all depends on what you feel is best. Should I, do I want to buy mystery boxes? I love buying mystery boxes. Tell you the truth, one of the things is like mystery boxes help me create content for this channel. It does. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be uploading very much. I'd probably be uploading like one video every other week or every 2 weeks because there's nothing. My day is the same regardless. Wake up, work. Come home, eat, play video games, or I'm going to the gym. Come home, sleep. That's what I do every day. Very rarely do I get a chance to hang out with people nowadays since it's COVID. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. So since my life is technically the same way, there's really nothing going on. A lot of times I had a lot more content to do because I was interacting with people in my job. Now I interact with people with my job through a headset. I don't see them face to face. I don't see them when they're hangover and I can make fun of their asses. Or sometimes we're having a bad day. Oh, we got a 15-minute break. Let's go down the street and grab a cold one real fast, kind of thing. You can't do that right now. But buying mystery boxes is good because it helps me get variant books instead of me chasing down variant books. Of course, some books you're not gonna like. That's the thing about it. And the thing about a mystery box is not just technically trash. Not technically trash. No, it's not. Some places are. For example, Mile High Comics, they had a mystery box was like a 1 pound mystery box and a 5 pound mystery box. Now with Mile High Comics, there's like 30 to 40 years worth of comics that they got there. So you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get some things that's going to be stinkers. You're right. You damn right. But then again, I end up getting some variant books that I never would even get. I could look up and I saw sometimes I pull up a variant that I saw in the store for $30 and it says $25 on the sticker. I wouldn't pay $20 at the comic book store, but I'll pay it there. Oh, I got this for free. Cool. And plus, a lot of times there'll be some old school goodness that I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, oh, cool. Funny, I had my volume on mute, so I have no idea how much you were hearing this. Don't tell me I have to do this video over again. I hope not. But anyway, Is it right for you? That's up to you. You want to go every week and buy a local comic book store, go to comic books, it's up to you. You want to buy the graphic novel? That's up to you. If I didn't have a lot of space, then yeah, I would just buy the graphic novels. Be done with it. But then again, that means I'll be spending $100 of graphic novels all the time. Then, as soon as those are done, then I'll buy another $100 more. It all depends. But anyway, that's enough for me for today. Watch a little bit more He-Man, then I'm going to play some video games for now. Figure out what day I'm going to go do my laundry for the week. And try to finish off some Thanksgiving dinner, because we got turkey and all this other stuff. So that means I'm hoping we can stretch this out another 2 days. Because if my mom said, I don't want to eat this turkey anymore, I'm like, sheesh, that means you got to cook then. Want to start cooking, girl. But anyway, with that, talk to you guys later. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. You know, if you had a great Thanksgiving, let me know down below. If you had a great Thanksgiving, if your Thanksgiving sucked, let me know. If you saw the fight that I fought yesterday, you think I thought something different, let me know down below. If you said screw everything and hang out with family and friends because that's what we need in this time, even though we're all very careful. Everybody I know is, even though they know what corona is and stuff, we were very careful of what to do. So, with that being said, thanks for watching me. Thanks for listening to my rambling. And I'll hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.